Thanks everybody coming out and everything. Try to get through this pretty quickly. My name is Justin McConkey, and I am the Vice President of Business Affairs for GroupTones.com. So what is GroupTones? GroupTones is a social networking site built by musicians for musicians. Its founder, Mr. Daniel Addergolden, sitting in the back there, is a cello player who got tired of lugging his cumbersome cello around all over town to find other people to play music with. And he realized that there was a lot of other musicians having similar issues, and that there must be people down the street who would be looking to jam. So with that in mind, he built GroupTones. We launched the beta version last September and have amassed close to 2,600 members, over 500 of which are concentrated in the greater Boston area. Now GroupTones is built using a Google Maps interface, which puts a high priority on ease of use and an emphasis on proximity. We really want to connect musicians on a neighborhood by neighborhood basis. With that in mind, as you see, you get to the site, you're looking at a map. And again, although we certainly want members to be very active and engaged to the website, the idea is to take the relationships that they make on GroupTones and bring them to the real world for collaboration in person. We want our users to meet up in person and at the end of the day play more music. So really with that in mind, I'm going to turn it over to Dan, who's going to give you a quick demo so you can kind of see how the site looks and how it works. We'll open it up for questions after that.
Hey guys, my name's Dan. You can keep your eyeballs towards the front. I'll be doing a quick demo. I'll step up there in a second. But as Justin mentioned, it's a easy-to-use mapping tool for today's music community. I'll go ahead and just zoom in on the Boston area. We've had popular reception so far in the Boston area with about 500 members. Globally, we have about 2,500. And it is a map featuring 4 different kinds of posts. You have musicians on the map. You have events on the map if you're looking for a show to go to. If you're looking to form a band, we have projects as well. The different markers and the different types of posts that are on the map. That being an event, these being projects. And the idea is really to keep it as simple as possible. Craigslist is a terrible resource that was built for musicians. It really doesn't accommodate the needs of the musician, the skill level, the skill set, and exactly what they're trying to do. So what I've done is kind of taken and taken all the key information, what instrument you play, what band you're in, your skill level, what your age is, all that stuff, and put it in an easy place so you can find someone who you sync up with a little more easily. Again, here we have the local activity on the right. We have the friend activity, so you can see what's going on with your friends or in the Boston area. We're integrated with Facebook, so when you connect with people on Facebook, you connect with them on GroupTones as well. And yeah, that's about it.
Since we've launched, and as our membership base has grown, we've gotten a lot of really positive response, and people that have reached out and told us how they are now playing music, recording albums, starting bands, or just jamming with people that they met on GroupTones. So people like it, and it's working, and that's incredibly encouraging. So we're really happy the direction we're going in. And yeah, that's about it. Any questions, we'd love to answer. Yes?
So what about me? I have no musical ability whatsoever, but I love going to little shows and things like that. Is there an interface for someone like me? I don't need to be in a band.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Right now we're concentrating on musicians as our core. Once we have a core group of musicians, we'll be opening up to industry pros as well as just fans of music. It is also a show location tool, so if you want to find a show in your neighborhood, it's easy to go on the map, find something nearby. Although that was not the original intention, we really don't want to spread ourselves too thin. We're really focusing on creating the best product for musicians as possible. People have been incredibly receptive. I don't want to discourage people who want to join the music community because it just takes one guitar lesson and then they're a guitar player. So we definitely want to cater to non-musicians as well, but right now our focus is really on getting that core group of musicians, and then the rest seeking music will follow. Any other questions?
So sorry, I'm not sure if I just missed this. Do you put the exact address of the person that you're trying to coordinate with on
So you, what you do is you create a profile on the map, so you can drop it in the river, you can drop it on your house if you want. Most people don't want to do that because musicians, myself, I have a cello and some amps with me, so I put it in my neighborhood. But the idea is you can then search through your neighborhoods, search within a radius, 0.1 miles Boston, 100 miles Boston, 1,000 miles Boston. And via keyword, you can look for guitar player, bass player, bouzouki player if you want. But the idea is to be as inclusive as possible in terms of the types of musicians and the type of music that they want to play.
Yes.
So if I want, let's say, a drum track to a song that I'm composing, can I use your service to actually find a drummer and samples of what we're looking at?
Absolutely. We're integrated with SoundCloud as well, so you can check out some of their sample music right on their profile page. You don't have to leave the website at all. If you want to actually exchange tracks, what you do is you create a project. Again, the 3 different kinds of posts are gigs, events, projects. Gigs being if you're looking to hire a band for a wedding. Projects being I'm looking to collaborate. Events, you can come to our show, so absolutely.
And I don't know if we really got a great visual on it, but when you create a profile, again, it's not really detailed. It's not like a MySpace page. Really just shows what kind of music you like and proficiency levels, how confident you are in reading music, in improvising, that kind of thing. So it's pretty easy, again, if you, let's say, move to a new, you just moved to Boston and you wanted to find a drummer, you put yourself on there and say, I love to play jazz, I've been playing for a couple of years, but it's a hobby, it's not my, I still have a job. It'd be a great way to find other people that are sort of at your level and looking for something similar. Yep.
Can you tell us a bit about your business model?
Yeah, so we're worried about growing to a critical mass right now. It's going to revolve around premium memberships after that point. Premium memberships, gear posts, a lot of people looking to sell equipment. I personally bought a cello on Craigslist. I would have been much happier if I knew it was a real person rather than an anonymous number on the other end. If you're looking to hire a band for an upcoming wedding, bar mitzvah, party, directed advertisement if you want to reach 1,000 Boston area cellists, or someday 1,000 Boston area cellists. But I think that there's a number of ways we can monetize this once we get that core group returning.
Do you believe, or do you feel that you guys are going to get into the mobile world later on, like creating an app?
Yeah, we're working on a
Highest priority.
The mobile app is under development. We should be testing it in the next few weeks. For me, it's been a lot of product validation. The smartphone is not going to work the same way that you're going to manifest the map on your computer, so we kind of need to accommodate accordingly. People are very receptive to on their phone finding someone to play drums with, or if the bassist can't make the gig all of a sudden you're in Cambridge but you live in the wall fan. That's definitely a necessity, and that's definitely something we're approaching right now.
And also for the non-musicians out there too, the mobile app will be great for that. I know personally I'm musically challenged. I love music, but I'm great at making noise, but not really making music. And certainly the mobile app will help. So if you're out in Cambridge and you want to see a show, you can look up and find listings, within a mile. And also, as he said, be able to pull up samples of songs that a band or an event has posted. Get a feel for what you're going to be hearing. Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about your user base, like how fast you're growing, how you're getting your new users, and so on?
So yeah, launched it in September last year. Our goal is to get 1,000 members in the first year. We're about 2,500 right now.
And they're mostly Boston area users?
Mostly Boston area, 500 in the greater Boston area. I've been surprised, but we've gotten a lot of international reception. Recently, someone from Sao Paulo, Brazil, has become a large ambassador for me, so now I've got 25 members down there. I have success stories from Australia, Chicago. So as much as I am focusing on Boston and don't want to spread our efforts too thin, if people want to play music, I can't discourage
So
them.
you're basically saying it's word of mouth right now?
Yeah, it's very. We're focusing on online acquisition.
It's been fun to watch gaining a member in a new area of the country and then watching the following week members spring up around an area as somebody tells their friends. People are very excited to tell their friends and be the first one to know about the new cool thing. And musicians, if there are any out there, will know that there's a big void here. And so people have been really receptive and excited. It's something impressive.
What's your guys' most popular instrument, and what's your most popular request? Like what are people trying to find another musician?
We've got 1,000 guitar players. We've got 700 or 800 bass players. So yeah, guitar players by far are the people who are looking to get brought into another band, which is not terribly surprising. I'm sorry. Yeah, in terms of the more popular request, people just want more users. People are very motivated to find musicians, and they love it when they find some in the neighborhood. I've had many success stories. I also have people writing to me from like Jackson, Jackson, Wyoming, just saying, hey, I need some members out here because I really want to play some music. So people are really excited about it. Projects are the most popular type of post that people are creating. But right now, just getting the word out there is the biggest job that I can do for my members that we've got so far. Sure.
Last question.
Last question.
List, and also I'm a musician, and so I definitely want to sign up, and I guess they're like.
Sure. Yeah, it's for every kind of musician. We got DJs, harpists, people. Myself, I'm a cellist and beatboxer. So if you need me in your acapella group. So yeah, we really cater to all kinds of music. The music community these days is also very inclusive. There's a lot that goes into it. I didn't discover myself until I made an album that you got to find someone to make the CDs. You have to find the album art. So as many pieces of the puzzle of the music community, vocalists, DJs, everyone is welcome at this point.
Venues, people hosting a wedding or a kid's bar mitzvah and looking for someone to play. Really the idea is building a network of musicians and people interested in the music community, so that anybody with that interest can find what they're looking for from that network.
Suppose the person
I think we gotta
We're
end it
getting,
there in the interest of time.
we'll chat though. We'll be around.
We'll be around. If you see a CD, feel free to take it with you. Thanks very much.
Dan, Justin.
Join Boston New Technology Meetup. Sponsor an event or a venue. Present your idea and attend to network with Boston's brightest. Details are at www.bostonnewtech.org and in the video description.